Our special segments marking the 5th anniversary of the Belt and Road Initiative. Now, 5 years ago, Chinese President Xi Jinping revived the ancient Silk Road with the Belt and Road Initiative. Last year, he gave a digital dimension as he proposed the Digital Silk Road, which will encompass quantum computing, nanotechnology, artificial intelligence, big data, and cloud storage. Turkey, a important part of the ancient Silk Road, is cooperating with China on several levels, particularly in telecommunications. CGTN's Mahal Bardavid has more from Istanbul.
Turkey is a significant country that values China's Belt and Road Initiative. The two countries have cooperated within the scope of the project in several areas, including railway projects such as the Baku-Tbilisi-Kars Railway and maritime transportation, as Chinese state-owned COSCO has acquired 65% of Turkey's third-largest container terminal, Kumport. One important industry that stands out in terms of joint collaboration lies within the digital world.
One of Turkey's major telecommunications providers, Turkcell, has joined forces with China's information and communications technology providers, Huawei. Working together, they set an example of how the two countries can benefit each other as two of their business giants cooperate within the scope of the Digital Silk Road.
Turkcell aims to benefit from Huawei's and the Chinese government's experience and knowledge in software development and innovative solutions.
We've signed an agreement with the Chinese government. With this deal, we will create new products and develop them further. Our work to produce technology in Turkey continues with Huawei and the Chinese government.
Turkcell and Huawei are working on the development of 5G technologies.
5G technology will take the future to a different level. It will change the future. 5G will become a technology that changes people's lifestyles.
Once the 5G technology is launched, Turkcell officials say it will transform many industries such as shipping and transportation. The two business giants have also signed a smart city cooperation protocol for the Turkish city of Samsun. The smart city project will aim to reduce city life issues such as traffic and parking, making life easier for its citizens. The CEO of Turkcell, Kaan Terzioğlu, expressed his gratitude to Huawei and China during the signing ceremony.
Turkey is a country that is currently under attack from several angles. Huawei and the Chinese government have been by our side, enhancing our technological development. Both have supported us during these difficult times. Both deserve a big thank you.
Turkish President Tayyip Erdogan has recently stated that Turkey intends to more actively participate in China's Belt and Road Initiative. Telecommunications and information technology is certainly a vital industry that paves the way for that to happen within the Digital Silk Road. Mahal Bardavid, CGTN, Istanbul.
Now, for more discussion, we're joined by Mr. Zhang Huatong, International Strategist from Beijing ComSat. Welcome to the program.
Thank you.
So let's talk about the idea of Digital Silk Road. The idea of incorporating digital sectors like telecommunications, Internet of Things, and e-commerce is not new, and China already have its own satellite navigation system, the Beidou system. How is it helping building the Digital Silk Road?
I think the importance of this has 2 points. One is the introduction of the competitive in the sector, and the second is bringing up the supporting industries in the sector. The first thing is very obvious. When you have only one player like GPS in this sector, every user is subject to its authority. And to its favor, it can cut off users' access to the service at the rail. And the second thing is, with only one player in this sector, the GPS has not much incentive comparing when there is a market competition to enhance their technical reliability. So introduction of the competitive will increase both the technical reliability and the political reliability of the system at the same time. And the second, every navigation system has its supporting industries, like the enhancement in the ground stations and devices, the manufacturers. And with only one GPS system and its early starts, there are many IPs held by the Euro-American companies. And with the new system booming like Beidou and Galileo from EU, and new players can come into the sector in all the developing countries and to share a more economic growth.
Now, as our reporter mentioned, Chinese companies like ZTE, Huawei, they have expanded their efforts to supply, smart city projects in a lot of countries, for example, Malaysia, Kenya, and even Germany. What are some of the challenges remaining there in building this community, a shared community in cyberspace?
I think two major challenges are, the first is to do it cost-wise. I mean, you need to try to save as much money you want. And the second is to keep the information security. I think with the exposure of the PRISM project within the U.S. government, the traditional Western countries have put the traditional Western coalitions under more more detailed scrutiny to reconsider its relationship. I think in this era, everyone needs to consider their partner with every cooperation independently and automatically. And the second, I think, is the infrastructure-wise. I think ZTE and Huawei can get their contract because they can do it in a cost-saving way and in an effective way. But at the same time, there's of building the infrastructure in a more effective way. That's using the satellites. That's a newly come up solution. I think using satellites with the higher coverage and with the newly developed laser technology, the probability of the information getting the intercept in terms of the radio frequencies are significantly lowered. And comparing to the traditional cellular tower solutions like Huawei and ZTE provides, this is actually a new way of doing business.
All right, good to hear your insights. Thank you for joining us, Mr.
Thank you so much.